Okay, I'm recording.
You sounded so excited.
Hey,
Okay, I'm recording.
old coffee. Ooh.
Not the best.
7 leaves lost a leave.
Absolutely, at least one.
Ooh.
Oh no, my gravelly voice is starting to come back again. My morning voice. Oh, there it
Okay.
is.
Lean towards it.
Does it sound like I just smoked like a half pack of cigarettes in the morning before we started recording?
100%.
I didn't. Okay, good. But
You
at the
look
same
like it though.
time,
You look like a guy who wants to pick it up, and you smoked a little bit too much.
right? I threw some. I was like, I'm gonna quit. Throw the pack away. I dumpster dove for the pack again, and now I just smoked it all. So there you go.
I respect that. That's called a man on a budget and with a dream.
To find the end, the bottom of the bottomless cigarette buffet, or what? That sounds terrible.
You know it. You know
cigarette buffet. No offense to our smokers out there.
If I have never said that during a podcast, I just want everybody to know that whenever I go to a brunch place that has unlimited or bottomless, not unlimited, bottomless mimosas, I make it a mission to find the bottom.
Yes. Personal journey he takes upon himself. It's commendable, really. Alcoholism? Maybe.
Some might say so. Bravery? Also, definitely.
Certainly. Stupidity? Questionable.
A little bit.
But a journey nonetheless. And I respect
just a
that.
Little bit.
Well, those of you who may be watching the video version, if you cannot tell already, this is probably the earliest we've ever shot this show. What time is it, sir? Like about 10:15 or something like that? 10:13 on my watch. Nice.
It's not even 10:15 yet.
Got that nice morning rasp right now in my voice. It's clearing up though. The more I talk, I'm feeling a little bit better about myself. But goddamn, I'm looking at the bag under my eyes. Just the one bag. The other eye is perfect. But for now, holy crap!
My eyes look like they're slightly open.
You're good. You look presentable. I'll give you that.
Yeah, we're alcoholics.
Most definitely. Yeah, I got judged hard by my fiance. Hard. But with that, I didn't pick up my beer for the show until like last night on my way home from work. It was actually like 1 a.m. when I picked mine up. A little after 1. Yeah.
Where'd you go? 7-Eleven?
Something like that. Yeah. It was like the local gas station by my house. I went inside there, found what I wanted, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm on a mission. If I have to record early in the morning, I'm not going to destroy myself with some crazy powerful beer. And so I guess I'll reveal mine first.
It's a juice.
It's a Hazy, not sponsored, fruit punch box, juice box. Yeah. I got myself an American classic. One would say the original red, white, and blue beer of America. Not Budweiser, not Miller Lite, not Coors, but the one and only Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What's the percentage on that, boy?
That's a great question. I told myself I would look, and I have yet to until you asked this. So I don't even think it says. I'm not finding it anywhere.
Because you got one of those bitch beers. Well, I went the opposite direction as you.
Oh my God. Okay, show me. Show the people.
I decided to run it back.
Nice. All right. If there's more beer, might as well drink it. John's going to have himself a 9.4% double IPA Enjoy by 1031 by Stone Brewing. Holy shit.
I went to the store. I was supposed to go to Green Cheek on Friday, and awesome. It didn't end up working out. Mm-hmm. So I got home. We didn't end up going, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to Vaughn's and buy myself some beer." I haven't done that in a while. So I went to Vaughn's, and then I saw the delicious Stone IPA. I was like, "Okay." It's on sale, $11, not bad. And then I saw the Enjoy by on sale for 13. I was like, well,
it only comes once a year.
More dollars.
Yeah. I like your thinking. Nice. Nice.
More alcohol, just $2 more. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Well, now I'm regretting it because I don't want to drink this early in the morning.
You made your bed. Now let's freaking go back to sleep after we record this thing. Well, I'm gonna pour my beer right now. Let me see here. I do like the design for the can.
It's Pabst.
Okay.
Gross.
So on the front side of the can, it seems like it's your regular Pabst Blue Ribbon, but then you see this cute little cartoon boy hanging off the ribbon there. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. What's going on here? And so then you keep turning the can, and it's this really cool, like, little art piece that they have on the back of it, too. It's real groovy, kind of like 70s vibe theme to it. It's pretty neat. Let me look into why it says that. Okay. I think it just, here we go. We are proud to present Ashley Dreyfus as the winner of the 2021 PB Art Can Camp Competition. To find out how you can become next year's winner, go to PabstBlueRibbon.com. There you go.
It's 4.8% alcohol, AJ. You're not even drinking a Truly. You know how big of a girl you are?
I'm barely drinking. Actually, yeah, I think I'm barely drinking over half the percentage that you're drinking. Like, legitimately, like, half of what you're drinking. Jeez. Look how light and clear that is. Yep. Hey, my camera resolution's kind of on point right now, though. I'll give it that for my webcam. Wow, just to show how clear this is right now.
Is that water? Is that a sparkling water?
It's just, it's just yellow. It's water that I added yellow food coloring to. You can actually definitely see AJ through the glass right now.
Terrible, AJ. I thought you were going to go all out. I thought you
looked like MODOK.
A 25 anniversary Stone 11.12 point something percent. You bitched out.
I definitely did. I'm like, I'm not going to want to hate my life later on after the show and have to live the rest of the day feeling like that. So I'm hoping I can just go on like a nice jog and run this off a little bit.
You work today?
No, I have the whole entire day off.
No excuse. You could have got yourself a coffee.
Oh, I still plan to. Oh,
well, at least I'm going to enjoy my beer. I don't know about you.
We'll see what happens. I'm not opposed to Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's not my go-to, obviously, but it's something. I'll appreciate it for what it is, I suppose.
It's something. There you go. I think you would rather. I'm surprised you didn't get like the Corona or something different.
Nah, we go on American style today.
Not bad. That's an early morning beer.
It's an early morning beer. I can't think of the last time. No, probably Vegas last year was the last time we did something like this early.
Vegas is the only time I drink so early.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, I don't think I ever drink any earlier than I do when I'm at Vegas.
I think with you guys, goes for everybody. Oh yeah, no. It's not with you guys. It's with you. That's what happens.
I mean, I wasn't trying to point you out, but yes.
No. I'm pointing you out, sir. I'm pointing you out. I didn't start drinking in the morning during Vegas trips until I met you. And we've talked about it multiple times. No, let me go first, you bitch.
Nah, I'm not going
to. I remember the first year we ever went to Vegas together, like 11 years ago or something like that, out of like 10 years in a row. And we got there. We didn't sleep the entire time because we had a tournament to go to for Evo. And then we did Evo. And so at some point during Evo, around maybe not 9. Yeah, maybe like 9, 10 a.m. or something like that. John wants a Bloody Mary. And then he's like, are you going to have one? And I'm thinking the entire time, wait, is this what you do? Is this what you do when you go to Vegas? It was like my first like real Vegas trip that I ever had. And so, yeah.
Well, I am going to not give you such a hard time because I think you said this outside of the podcast, and I agree with you. It's been so many years now that we've done the Evo trips that they all kind of blur together. But just to defend myself a little bit, our first Evo, I wasn't old enough to drink. You were the one who introduced alcohol to the group. And I didn't drink alcohol. I had to drive home that Sunday after the tournament. You drank with Glenn and his aunt, cousin, whatever she was. That first year, I was 20. So no, my friend, you are the alcoholic who introduced that. Granted, it was in the PM, it wasn't in the AM, but and then I should bring up the second year we went to Evo. You brought whiskey for us to drink on the way up, which was something we never did either.
To be fair, it was on the way up. We weren't yet in Vegas. This movie.
I'm the mini boss. You're the main boss.
I'll take that title. Nice.
But I will say I feel like I do remember being the one who did that, and you're like, okay, yeah. And we were probably hungover too.
Oh, for sure. And then we were hungover from doing that later on that evening, but we just kept on drinking to keep it going.
Yeah, but that first year, it was the only day we actually had alcohol, not including me or Peter, was the last day. And that's when we went with Glenn and his cousin and you guys. And then you bought like that giant jug of soda and then you put your alcohol in there.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. I don't remember that. You remember that way better than I do.
Yeah. God dang. Some Evos I remember better than others.
Sure.
But since we're on the subject, do you have a favorite morning alcoholic drink?
That's a great question. I mean, I do enjoy a good mimosa every now and then, but it's not like my go-to. But at the same time, I do like them because it takes quite a few to really, really feel something, which I think is for the best ultimately. Just so that way I can drink like 4 or 5 and be like, okay, I'm good. I'm okay. But then once you get to rounds 8 to 10, then you realize, okay, now it's like I've just had like several IPAs or something like that.
Yeah, it hits you.
That, and I would say, honestly, though, and this is thanks to you, they ain't nothing like a nice Bloody Mary, nice and spicy in the morning.
Spicy. That's what you need, some spice to kind of put a little bit of pep in your step.
Yep. And to be honest with you, I've realized that I mean, while I think every Bloody Mary should have a little bit of a hot sauce to it, I actually like when real spices are used, like some powdered spices, something ground up, like some actual like legit black pepper, maybe some cayenne pepper in there, some paprika, something like that. I'm down. I'm definitely down. I prefer like the more granular spices than like the sauce the entire time. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just drinking a lot of like salt and like just, I don't know. It just tastes too fake at some point.
I feel you on that. I would say the same. Yeah, I feel like if we're drinking early mornings for whatever reason, I don't touch beers. It's usually a Bloody Mary or a mimosa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever had a mimosa that's ever just knocked your fucking socks off? I feel like they're all the same.
Like as far as flavor goes?
Yeah, like they use top-notch orange juice and top-notch champagne. And then even then, I feel like it still tastes like a goddamn mimosa.
Right.
Because we had some in Vegas. At Peter's wedding, remember the girls, they got the bougie.
They got that fancy one where it was like in ice and everything. They took care of it. That one, I remember Cindy gave me a sip, but I think I would have liked, you and I should have shared a bottle also. I think that's where we went wrong.
I think we
what did we have that day?
We had Bloody Marys. I'm pretty sure it was Bloody Marys.
And we took it probably really easy too. Yeah, I think you're right. It was Bloody Marys.
We didn't leave that day, did we?
The day
that was after they got married.
I don't think we would. Did we leave that day? That's a really great question. It doesn't sound like us to, but also I could see that we did that because we didn't drink a lot at breakfast. But the thing is, we drank a lot the night before. A lot. All that whiskey.
I still think about Peter and Maylee's friend. God, I don't remember his name, but it's he told nice Peter, guy. Oh my God, those guys can really hold their alcohol.
I don't know if it's that we get to. I appreciate him being so kind in his compliment, but I don't know if it's so much us being able to handle our alcohol or just that we keep ingesting alcohol.
I go with that one.
That's all it is. Yeah.
I go with that one.
Definitely the latter over the former on that. It's like, oh no, it's just that they don't stop. That's all it is.
They might want to, but they won't.
Yeah, I remember we finished their champagne. That was already partially done from what I remember, but we definitely finished whatever was left.
There was one we opened, and I think we finished it.
Are you sure we opened it?
I mean, we'd have to talk to Glenn about it because Glenn was the more sober one. but I'm pretty sure we killed a lot of alcohol when we were
there. Jeez.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
We crazy. Sometimes it gets, but that's Vegas for you. And it was our best friend's wedding, so hey, kind of have to go all out.
We did. You know? I think we ended up having a gaming night that same night, like a board game or whatever.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, stuff that Diego brought, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was like that Escape the Space Station game that was kind of fun. That was pretty cool, actually. I got into it.
Yeah.
I like the one where it's like you have to choose who's the werewolf. That was a pretty tight game too. If anyone knows
that was
what
a great
game we're
one.
talking about, what tabletop game
that's a really fun one. That role playing game,
dude. Fucking each other and everything, throwing curveballs at one another. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. That was really fun. Dear God. I can't wait to play that again sometime. Get some brews in us, get a little silly, and then just get even more silly.
Get even more silly. Oh, man.
There you go. That was like a nice classic little American burp, a polite one, but pronounced.
That's looking too smooth, and I don't appreciate it.
Sorry, we should get it probably into the taste of what we're getting, because we really didn't do enough justice for the Enjoy by 1031 last episode.
It's a beer. I'm going to say the same thing I said last time. It's a beer. It's an IPA. It's hazy. It's a double. It's 9.4%. It's like you can taste the hops a little bit. You can taste a little bit of the haziness. It's good.
I appreciate that.
Don't slow me down on the edits either. Don't you dare half step what I just said.
It's hazy. I'm just gonna add some extra ums in there and uhs.
It's good. It's like I've said before, it is good. I mean, I bought the 6-pack of it mostly because it was more worth the $1. But it's not the best Enjoy by. It's not the worst Enjoy by, but it's definitely the least best Enjoy by. That's what I would say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They're all the best, but this one's the least best, possibly, in the history of Enjoy buys.
Yeah, even like the haziness. I don't taste the haziness too much in this. Usually there's like some of that citra.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. For
me, I was like, yeah, last episode when we were drinking, again, I mean, it's an Enjoy by. You know what you're getting from it, like good amount of potency. It's a strong IPA, double IPA. But at the same time, yeah, I think the haziness I got from it was more so, it kind of, it took away from the actual hoppiness that you normally get. And that was something that we talked about last episode too, was that I'm not really getting that same brutish IPA bitter flavor from this one, which, I mean, for those of you who don't like that, then this might be the Enjoy by for you. Go for it. I mean, the can design's cool.
I love it. It's super dope. And at 9.4%, can't go wrong. Like it's still far more superior than other hazy IPAs. Easily.
I would
it's just when you compare it to their other Enjoy buys, not as good.
Correct.
Not good. Not as good. Now go ahead and tell us about your delicious, oh so terrible. You see it on every white family's TV show. Pabst.
Sure, I'll tell you about it. Well, I mean, there's not much to say. There's not a whole lot going on here, but at the same time, there kind of is. It's I'll admit, it is pretty light and crisp. Not too crisp though. I wish it was a little bit more. I feel like as far as a crisp goes, I get that more from like a Coors Banquet, Coors Light, maybe even like a Miller slightly. This tastes like the lighter of like the big three: Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Light, in my opinion. This definitely tastes the lightest of all those. So I guess the top 4, if you were to put Pabst in there. But it tastes like an American classic. Like, I feel like it's the 4th of July. I don't want to get too crazy because I have a long day of barbecuing to enjoy and then fireworks later. So what am I going to do? I'm going to share a 24-pack of Pabst with my friends and my family. Something like that. That's what it reminds me of. I
respect that. It's just, if I'm doing that, I would much rather it either be a Truly nowadays or Corona. That's enough. What I feel is the Mexican American classic.
Truly with a shot of chasing it with a shot of tequila, or chasing a shot of tequila with a Truly.
People do that, don't they? Don't they put like liquor in their Trulies?
I've heard of people doing that. Yeah, I mean, which makes sense, but I guess I mean, hey, if you want to do it, go for it. Let us know what your favorite combinations are. What concoctions do you go to? when you're drinking your hard seltzers, because it would be interesting to try. That I feel like that would make an interesting like jungle juice, like at a party. Like throw a bunch of
Jungle
hard
juice.
seltzer together, do like a nice couple double shots of whatever liquor you prefer in the bowl as well, and just serve that. It'd be like a nice carbonated punch at that point.
I don't want your carbonated punch. Anything that has jungle juice in it, I don't want.
We've been to a party where you had jungle juice before, I think, right?
Yeah,
Like a long time
probably.
ago when we were kids.
I was gonna say, if you're talking about when I was in my early 20s, probably. I was pretty dumb back then. Do you remember we used to drink Pabst when we would go to shows?
Oh yeah.
I want to say that was the beer that ended our night, from the night that we remember when we went to go see Phoenix.
Oh yeah, I would not doubt. I mean, because usually when you go to venues, and at that venue in particular, in Pomona, the tall can, but the tall boys,
and it's
yes.
the cheapest.
Yeah, it is. It was like $4, $5 for a tall can of them at a concert. $5 beer, steal. You're a fool not to drink it. It might have even been cheaper, if I'm not mistaken. It might have even been like I'm serious. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like $3 or $4 for the tall can, and everything else was at least $6 to maybe $10, maybe more. So
what a night that was like. We did see Blink 182 with each other. That was like our first concert, but this was like our first show, and
yes,
drinking beforehand, and things got crazy that night,
right?
From what I remember.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'll tell you what I don't remember. Phoenix. So there's that.
We went to go see a band that was so popular back then. So popular.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember you couldn't even get us in through the door. I had to talk for us.
Jesus. Yeah, that was like the first time we had ever done something like that, especially for such a big band too. Like, yeah, they were at like the height of their powers back then.
Yeah, and we should bring up that we drank for free earlier. We met a certain individual who AJ gave him a nod and a wink and a kiss, and yeah. Out. And it really worked out. That was the first time we had chilled shots, right? I don't think we had ever had chilled shots before that.
We had never had chilled shots. He recommended it, and so we figured, why not? Let's try it. And wow, did that tequila go down smooth.
And then he kept buying us drinks, right? Like we kept
I tried to initiate buying one, and he kept saying no, it's okay. And so I think I tried like once or twice. After that, I just figured, you know what? He's the grown man in this situation. He's older than us. We'll let him do it.
He had a real profession. I won't say what his profession was. He was a cop. And he had a real profession.
Not a joke either, like legit.
He showed his pictures. I will never forget that he actually showed it. We were like, no way. And he showed his pictures of him in his
badge.
Uniform. Yeah. And we're like, holy shit. We're partying
like,
with the cop.
Fuck. Like, are we in trouble right now? Is this entrapment? But he was legit, and he was a nice guy. Nicest guy. Funny too.
And I remember that night we had to call my sister to pick us up. I don't know if you remember, we had to leave your car.
Yep, I remember. And then I remember having to pick it up the next morning too on that dang parking lot. God dang it, dude. It was super fun though. But I remember just being hung over as hell and being like, okay, let's do this. Luckily I was sober at that point, but it's just tired, just being exhausted from being so dumb the day before. But it was fun. It made for a good story down the road.
God, AJ. Our first time party. That whole day was eventful. I remember I was at work and I was going through a breakup, so I was a little depressed. This was like a few days after being broken up. And I just get a random text from me. I was listening to Pandora. That's how old this story is. And I get a random text from AJ saying, we're going to go and see Phoenix. Get ready. What? You didn't even ask me if I wanted to go. You were like, we're going. And I got out of work, and then I hit a car.
I forgot that part.
I drove away. I didn't drive away. I'm not an asshole. It was just a little bump, a nice little fender bender, and I looked the fuck out because the lady she didn't. The lady had just got into an accident. Somebody had hit her in the same spot where I hit her, And she was like, "You only left a tiny bit of white paint." And she was like, "As long as the insurance from the other accident pays for it, you're fine." She took down my information and she said, "My husband will call you if we end up moving forward." But she's like, "I think you're good." And then yeah, met AJ, partied like it was 1975, and party with the cop. We
You're
partied
right.
with the cop.
Like people probably did back in the day. That was pretty
God,
groovy, dude. That was pretty sick.
God, that's so crazy. And then I want to say we went to go and see a show like 2 days after.
Something like that. I mean, definitely that was like a concert era for us for sure. That's one thing I hate about freaking COVID. I keep thinking about it, and when I'm listening to some artists, I'm like, God, it would be so fun just to take John and the girls out and just go, just freaking chill and go
It's
dancing and
been
be
a
dumb.
while. When was the last time all four of us went to see a show? Was it La Bouquet?
It was La Bouquet at the Moroccan Lounge, probably in
That's
like
that wasn't when it was just
2019.
the four of us, right? Because there was one time where it was just you, myself, and JJ.
Yes, yes, that was. Oh, that I think was that the. No, I thought Yvonne was there at the Moroccan Lounge. Oh, you know what? So there was a time where yeah, it was you, me, and JJ, and we went to. That was when they played when La Bouquet. It was like their first week of shows, like ever. It was their first time doing shows, and that was at Bootleg Theater in LA.
I am going to wait.
Go ahead.
No, actually, you're right. We've seen them. The four of us have seen him twice, that band twice. Because I will say that there was one time where the entire group, including our ladies, went at what's called a Moroccan. And then we went again. Yeah. We went again after, and that was the four of us. And that was the last time you and I saw a bouquet together was with JJ.
When we went to that cool brewery also that was down the street. Do you remember that? We have pictures.
They were closed.
With our pronounced nipples. No, the other time.
That was okay. Stories are getting blurred.
2 different times?
Okay. Yeah. Because when we went with JJ, the breweries were closed. We tried to go, they were closed. And then that's when we went to go and have those weird hot dogs.
Yes,
they had like
the snake hot dogs
and rabbit. We had rabbit too, I think.
It was so good though. So obscure.
I don't remember.
Right. Oh, really? You still? I remember that.
I was feeling sick. I was feeling sick right before we started eating.
That's right. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. I think awesome. That I know. Jesus Christ. Are you gonna have a second beer, sir?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
We might as well, I suppose. We can finish the rest of this or continue our La Bouquet talk in just a moment. I'll be right back.
All right.
Be strong. We got this.
Oh my God. I don't know how I'm going to complete the rest of this fucking day.
All right. We back in there. I think I'm just going to drink the second one from the can because the can's looking to be a little colder than my glass.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like drinking them out of the cans because the cans themselves are cold.
Right. I mean, my glass was frosted when I first brought it out, but it's long since been. So we back out there. But yeah, so yeah, there was that time. There was also the time we went to go see La Bouquet with JJ that time, and we were a little intoxicated, and we rode those dang freaking scooter birds across LA.
I held not AJ, I hold Jeff so tightly.
I know, right around his hips too. You
good choice too, because you and Justin fucking ate shit, and we didn't even see it. We were already at the car waiting for you guys.
Oh my God! Oh, that's right. Where did we go to from there?
We took the scooters from the hot dog place to the cars.
Oh, I see. Okay,
I'm pretty sure we walked to the hot dog place.
Oh, yes. I would not doubt. Crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah. I can't believe that was the last show that we've been with each other with. Oh my God.
Probably. Yeah. That's kind of crazy to think. God damn.
Well, it would have been Dayglow if I wasn't in another fucking country.
I know, right? No, it's okay. You went to Mexico. How often do you get to go there?
Well, I'm actually going to be there next week, so twice a year. Twice a year. Oh, AJ. Woo, I am looking forward to Cancun. I've never done an all-inclusive retreat.
I know, that sounds fun as hell. Jeez.
What is it?
Go ahead.
5 nights what is it, 6 days, 5 nights?
That sounds romantic as fuck. Under the Cancun moon? Hell yeah. You gonna get
Oh yeah,
that month,
all inclusive.
that month
So
of dryness, fluidity shall come.
you know it.
Storm the
You
gates.
know it. Because right now I am literally in the month of dryness, if you know what I'm doing.
That's what
And
I'm saying. Yeah.
I am doing the rain dance.
It's
I'm
gonna
just
be a
dancing
week-long
around a fire,
celebration.
trying to get the rain to come.
You should definitely like light a fire pit and do a dance for Yvonne. What the fuck are you doing? I'm bringing the rain, girl. Come on.
I am in a drought and my crops need some loving.
I dare you to do a rain dance. That'd be amazing. Cultural appropriation, maybe, but also for a good cause. My man needs some moisture in his life. And boy, golly, by the time of his wedding, a little just barely less than 2 weeks from now, he will have it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. All drinks paid for. The only thing that's kind of like I'm curious about is what kind of beers they're gonna have. But since we're in Mexico, I have a feeling it's gonna be those weak ass Coronas and
probably
whatever.
If they're all inclusive.
I'll probably just drink the cocktails.
Right there, you go.
I am very excited though. I mean,
yeah, dude.
I'm terrified of the flight still, but it's never stopped me.
Right. Have you ever flown before?
Fuck yeah. I almost moved to Georgia when I was like 13.
Oh, duh. And you went to Nashville a few years
I've
back.
been to Nashville, Texas, Mexico. I flew to Oregon.
Oh, I forgot you flew to Oregon. Yeah. Oh, shit.
In my life, I've probably been on a plane like maybe 8 or 9 times. That's me including like connecting flights, because we've done it where we've had to fucking connect to Texas and then from Texas to Georgia type of thing.
That's right.
And I count that as 2 different flights. Yeah. 2 different airports, 2 different airplanes, 2 different flights.
That's absolutely
I've probably
not.
been on like 8 flights. Cumulative.
No. I mean, I've probably been on at most as much as you at most.
Yeah.
So you're very worldly, my friend.
I wonder where you guys are gonna go for your honeymoon.
Yeah, we're still in the talks of it. We have some options that we're kind of working out. We might just go typical Hawaii, but at the same time, I say typical, but I haven't been there in, oh God, how old am I? Probably in like, I don't know, 18, 19 years since I've been to Hawaii. So I would love to go back. And it's also chill. And I've never been there as an adult either. So that's really what I'm excited for. Like, enjoy everything, enjoy the food, enjoy relaxing, enjoy the sights, enjoy the beach, the weather, and probably the fun cocktail lounges and stuff like that.
I'm sure they do. And I you can correct me if I'm wrong, but does Hawaii have all-inclusive hotels?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure there are probably some. They might not. I mean, when I think of all-inclusive hotels, I either think like the little like shacks that there might be, like maybe the lower end hotels, or the highest of echelon hotels, to where it's like, we have all the hors d'oeuvres you need, massa. And
where
also,
I'm going, it's 5 restaurants. Yeah, it's 5 restaurants. Damn. So it's definitely not a little shack.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's either, I feel like it's either like they want to be able to have a selling point because they're a small little spot, or it's all inclusive because it's like the ritziest thing in the area, which it seems like that's what you guys are getting in freaking Cancun, which is awesome.
And it wasn't bad. It came out to $2,100 for the 5 nights and the flights, $1,000 each. We're being fed, free alcohol, free coffee, free just about everything. I think they have like that disclaimer that there's certain things you have to pay for, but for the most part, what I want to be there for, it's free. I want to go to Hawaii, and I'm sure I will eventually go. I really want to see Pearl Harbor.
Oh wow.
But for my honeymoon, and you'll see. You'll see. Once you get a little bit closer and all that stress starts to build, and then you're like,
oh yeah.
Right now, my life is stress at work, go home, stress about the wedding, go to work, stress about work and the wedding. Because there's just so many little things. We have this long list of did we do it? Did we do it? We still need to work on this.
That's good though. You
so
guys are organized.
We originally talked about going to like a different country and sightseeing and stuff, but that's more planning. I don't want to plan. I literally want to go to a hotel and stay there for 5 days. There's a spa for Ivana to get her massages, and there's a mini bar that's completely free for me in my room.
That's John's head massage right there. There you go.
you know what I'm saying? You know,
absolutely, absolutely.
I think Hawaii is amazing, and if you, I don't know, it's just too much planning. It's just too much planning for me.
You've already had to do enough planning throughout this year. Let's just take it easy, have everything be all inclusive, and just enjoy yourselves.
I am literally going to be at like negative $10 when I fly to Cancun because just things keep adding up for this goddamn wedding. But it's all paid for at the resort. So who cares how poor I am? I'm rich there.
Exactly. For those 5 days, Oprah rich until then.
Oprah rich. They're gonna be like, sir, you found the bottom of the mimosas. You have to stop.
We had to borrow champagne from another hotel.
We never thought it would be done. But there is a bottom at the Bottomless mimosas.
Technically, you could sue us for false advertising. Because truly, our buffet was not bottomless. You found it. You know what? You might want to consider that, sir.
I'm a man with a plan.
You may not be able to live to be able to go through the lawsuit, but I mean, at least you know that you could achieve it.
Yeah. The only thing that I am planning, and I'm still looking into it, is going to the pyramids. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna be in Cancun, and this is gonna be like my only opportunity to see the Aztec pyramids.
That's tight, dude.
That's the only thing I'm really considering. And they have this dope ass thing where they pick you up from the resort. It's a 3.5 hour drive to the pyramids. You see the pyramids. You stop by a random little city in Cancun and they take you to a buffet, and then you drive back to the hotel. And it's all supposed to add up to like 11 to 12 hours.
Is it like Teotihuacan or something like that? Is that the city you're going to? Oh, okay. But yeah, some of those pyramids are sick. I'm looking them up right now. Wow. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I saw pyramids in Mexico already. But I want to see those pyramids now.
Oh, I mean, the fucking Aztecs and the Mayans were like the freaking gangsters of the area for generations,
Until the Spaniards came and fucking strategized
until the Fire Nation
killing
showed
everybody.
Up. Until the Fire Nation showed up. And then here we are. You get us today, Mexicans.
One drinking a Pabst and the other one fucking drinking in an IPA. The whitest and most American things you can drink.
We're embracing our culture. We're Americans, all right?
I didn't even think about that until I just said that, but we're both drinking very American beers, just on different spectrums of American. Yours is more like Mobile, Alabama, and mine's more like San Diego, California.
Like this once upon a time, the family might have been funded. I know I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you're just gonna hear bleep 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 bleep.
Exactly.
And that's my Pabst beer.
That's my review. Oh my god.
Oh, this beer's so good, AJ. It might be because I got that morning intoxicated.
Yeah, right. You're still like you yourself are a little hazy minded, and so with you drinking the hazy, it's like enhancing that a little bit.
I don't even need a coffee. I feel like I'm more awake.
Nice. There you go. Cool.
Yeah. Bring me more beers. I just started watching Squid Games. Have you heard of that one?
I've heard of Squid Game, of course. Yeah, I know. I'm behind on it because I've been wanting to watch it, and Sin and I have been talking about watching it. We've just yet to take the time. But yes,
yeah,
I've heard of it. I heard it's intense, like Hunger Games, but Korean and way more crazy.
Way more crazier. Way more crazier.
That's good. Hunger Games is a little too melodramatic for me.
I guess that kind of explains.
Squid Game's more my vibe.
I think Squid Game is really good. But I still haven't caught on to the hype that everybody else is like, this is amazing. It's good. Okay. It's good. But, you know, because you brought up Hunger Games and my mic has dropped. So I'm like a little hunched over right now. Hunger Games I got bored of after like the first 2 movies.
I only saw the first one, I think. So yeah, I feel you.
So maybe that's why with this one, I'm like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm kind of like, well, who's gonna win? But at the same time, I'm like, well, I see Yvonne, and she's kind of like, oh my god, and I'm kind of like, okay.
I see. Interesting. And you know, I wonder if I would end up feeling the same way in the sense that, like, I mean, it's cool that everyone's so enthusiastic about it. I mean, it just reached #1 watch show on Netflix. Like, it's taken over everything. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Netflix also doesn't show their numbers. So
true. That's so weird.
Are they truly #1? We'll never know. They probably are. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But Netflix doesn't show streaming numbers.
So weird. I wish they would. Like, what's there to hide about it, I guess? I mean, maybe, I would have to imagine they probably are still the largest streaming service in the world.
You think?
I would think. I mean, the closest to that would be probably Amazon Prime, because everyone has a Prime account, you know, or most people have a Prime account, I should say. I mean, I don't even, I wonder, I like to think, I should say, that I fully take advantage of my Prime account in the sense that it pays for itself with my savings throughout the year, of not having to worry about paying for shipping for the most part. And the 2-day shipping is hella convenient. Sometimes it's 1-day shipping if it's a particular product. But other than that, I don't know. I do wonder if I fully take advantage of it, because I usually find myself renting movies on Amazon Prime or some other service anyway. But it's nice the ones they have for free, though. I feel like they've gotten better about their free selection. It's not quite so B-movie anymore.
I would agree. There are a few things on there I'm like, whoa. And I feel like it's like that with a lot of streaming services. I'm still, for whatever reason, I'm still paying for Peacock. And, they have some movies in there that I was like, oh shit, like the Harry Potter movies. They have them there year round. When HBO Max only gets them a certain time out of the year.
Oh, wait, Peacock, you said?
Peacock.
I didn't know you ended up getting Peacock. Oh shit.
I got it like 3 months ago because I got back into the office, and it only lets you get to like season 4, and then after that, it's like you have to pay for Peacock.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And then Peacock is like fucking Hulu. So even though you're paying, you still have to watch commercials.
Oh, unless you get what, Peacock Prime or something like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, Peacock Plus.
And I was really into the King of Queens.
Oh,
I finished The Office and I started watching the King of Queens because I have always wondered how it ended. I remember being younger and seeing that they were having marital problems.
Yeah.
And I never saw how it ended. So I'm very curious to know how they got to that point and what how it ended.
Sure.
But then I got into Schitt's Creek and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Which, you know, the funny thing is Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a Peacock show and I watch it on Hulu.
How funny. I think probably the majority of people end up watching it on Hulu also, you know.
I love that show. That show is still really good.
It rolls.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It rolls.
It's so good. It rolls, baby. It rolls.
They roll. Freaking Terry Crews. That entire cast, really, at least the main tight cast.
That's what Yvonne was telling me the other day. You know, she's not really into it. She enjoys it.
Sure.
But she was the one who made the point. She was like, you know what's great about this show? Everybody's funny.
Yes.
Everybody's kind of like equally funny. And they make sure of it.
Oh, yeah. Everyone has their moments throughout every episode. What was it? Sin showed me a clip that we were laughing at the other day.
I watched that episode.
Is it like the one where like they're lining up a crew of guys and they all had to sing in sync or something like that? Or Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
There we go. Such a great clip.
It's such a great clip. So good. That episode literally played on like Wednesday and I shut Yvonne up. I was like, wait, watch this.
I want it. And then that one. That's the one.
And then, he goes shaking, literally. And then she's like, Number 3 killed my sister. Oh God, I forgot that's what it was about. AJ, I'm feeling a little buzzed.
Oh, I am too.
Don't
when
say
I
you
got
are.
up to get my second beer, I was like, "Oh no, I'm already feeling a little loosey goosey for the day."
Your
Daddy
2
needs some
cans
coffee.
is equal. It's going to equal out to my 1 can and some of the second one. You know, when you open up the beer bottle or the beer can and just a little bit of beer kind of goes to the top. That's
just a little that tiny bit.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. That's the sad part. He's definitely very correct on that statement.
Oh, I shall let you know. Doesn't matter because you've always told me it was for my bachelor party, but I gave in and I had a little bit of that yesterday.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I told you it was for you. Shit.
I was completely sober. It was just I would finish sanding down the donut wall stuff, and then I started to work, and I worked for like a good 2 hours. And I looked at Yvonne. I was like, I think I might have made a glass of whiskey. I poured it. It was amazing, and that was it. That's all I had. I didn't even drink. I just wanted a glass of whiskey to just kind of unwind. We didn't talk about this. Probably be the last thing I talk about because I was very excited about it. But my dad bought that Japanese edition gold Bladens.
Holy! Oh yeah, I saw your post on the Beer Belly account. Holy shit! I meant to ask you about that, but I at least wanted to make sure I posted it on Beer Belly that you tagged it. Oh my god, how was it?
Bomb. We walked into Party House to buy some beers. And there was one left. And my dad asked the guy, he's like, how much is that? And the guy told him 400. I think it was 400.
Holy shit.
And my dad freaked out a little bit and he looked at me and I told him straight up, I'm like, I'm still paying for my wedding. I couldn't help you even if I wanted to. And he was like
how he looked to you though, like you got half.
Oh no, he looked at me. Next year, easy. But this year, no. So I told him I got no money, So he was like, am I gonna buy this right now? Am I gonna piss off your mom?
This much?
And then the guy was like, it's the Japanese edition, so it's a little bit strong. He told him some fun facts. My dad's like, okay, I'm taking it. Myself and Yvonne, our eyes almost came out of our head. And Yvonne's like, we're still gonna get yelled at your mom because nobody tried to stop them.
Oh shit. She's gonna see the bill. She's gonna see the bill.
Good. I would say it was slightly better than the gold we had. Remember we had some of that Bland's gold?
I forgot that was a special one. You're right. Over in Palm Springs, was it? Where was this? Oh, at Peter?
Stag.
Oh my God, you're right.
Jesus when I tried to find the bottom of the bottomless mimosas that same day.
I forgot about that. Jesus Christ. I totally forgot about that. That was when we went on a drinking adventure.
I was going to say, we literally had started drinking at like fucking 11 a.m. and didn't stop until like 8 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy. That was when we went on like a marathon.
At El Torito, their buffet breakfast with the bottomless mimosas. We drove to Rip. We had a lot of Rip beers. And then we went to Stag Bar. And we had a lot of fucking whiskeys.
Jesus Christ. What a day. What a day. I mean, I would love to try that again sometime, but I don't need to right away, though. Especially because I'm a broke bitch nowadays.
I mean, I'm a broke bitch, too. That's why Wednesday is going to be my birthday. So,
yes, sir.
I'm going to go to Rip and have a few beers and then crash early. This is the poorest birthday I've ever had.
And we were poor in our early 20s too. We were poor then, but now we extra po. Absolutely.
Extra poor. My birthday celebration will happen when I'm in Cancun.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, dear Lord.
I'm done with my beers.
I'm just about done with mine too. Do you want to give it to him, sir? The words of wisdom for the week?
Oh. Don't drink in the morning, guys. Leave it to the professionals.
Not us. Not us.
Not us. Definitely not us. We're not.
Okay.
Yeah, look, use us as the examples. Leave it to the professionals. Don't
be like us.
Even if you have a beer podcast, just don't do it. Right? I'm gonna be so gross and so bloated the rest of the day.
A little touch of dizziness every now and then, like, oh shit.
I'm gonna have to down 7 bottles of water. So the moral of the point is drink in the mornings. Find the bottom of the bottomless mimosas. And if they have unlimited Bloody Marys, drink all of the Bloody Marys.
All of them. Don't stop. Well, we'll see what we can do about next week. That might be a little hairy. We might be able to work it out, but it is John's birthday week. And on top of that, the week after that is John's wedding. So actually, on John's birthday week, we will have this episode out by then, obviously. But otherwise, maybe just keep an ear out. One thing I have noticed, though, so Spotify doesn't do the best job at updating when new episodes are available for podcasts. Like usually, like the podcasts that you have on your feed on your top shows, it'll show like a little blue dot showing a new episode. Also, you have like the little bell symbol toward the top right of the app, which shows, hey, there's new shit for stuff you like. So if you look forward to stuff like that and you want to know, hey, you know, when do these fuckers upload new episodes? If you're using Spotify, that's the best thing. Look for the damn blue dot. That's when you know. Yep, there you go. Good call, John.
That's a playlist
on his phone.
That one.
We got that. Just as well, though, if you'd use good podcast apps like Podcast Addict, stuff like that, Overcast, whatever, then those do a little bit better of a job of letting you know when new episodes come out because you download them whenever you want to, essentially. Or they stream from the internet whenever you want to. But yeah, it's just a heads up. But again, you can reach us on all the socials if you want to let us know what we should be drinking next. Links to all of our social accounts in the episode descriptions every single time. So let us know, what should we drink next? What do you want us to talk about next? Actually, I wanted us to talk about Marvel What If today, and that totally went out the window. So don't even worry about it. Have you caught up yet?
Next episode. I'll be caught up next episode.
Okay. I want to watch it. A couple weeks from now, we'll talk about it then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right, then. Well, this has been another episode of Beer Belly. Have a great one. If you happen to run a brewery, invite us over so that way we can record live right there. That'd be really fun. I would love that. All right. Well, talk to you later. Bye.